Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Collin, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Oregon's offense as they take control of the football first. Dante Moore, he threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. At the 35, he's loose. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him.
Snags it, and he's open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Throwing Moore. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Got it. Touchdown, Oregon. Put 6 on the board.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Nebraska time in this game. They hope this guy will be a big part of the offense. Ja'Cory Barney Jr. Nearly 100 yards, but 3 trips to the end zone in their win last time out.
Well, it stands out to you when you watch film on this offense. There's a go-to guy catching the ball, and everybody knows who it is. Nobody defensively has been able to stop them, and that's why they're on this really impressive win streak, and that's going to keep going. It's important in this game to keep moving this receiver around, get the matchups you want, but this quarterback, as the season goes on, is finding more and more confidence in his go-to guy. Excited to watch them go today.
Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska, and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the back over the middle. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. A little release to the back. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
Dante Moore just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Davison. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. Right? You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air. It's Calandria. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will field this in his end zone. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's Moore to throw. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Moore to the air. Catch in the middle. It's hooked. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Dante Moore wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Davison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Motion from the back. Moore. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught in the backfield. It's Hooks. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Right on the money. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Quarterback making adjustments. More to throw for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll run the screen. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Throwing Moore. Quarterback adapting. Going right and going deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Moore will throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore to the air again. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Buying some time as he moves left. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
All right, Holly. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Power football with the run. They make the play, force a fourth down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. He'll take it on the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Turns it on at midfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Making side adjustments here. Dante Moore. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy and
lofts one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 13 team, the Louisville Cardinals.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Look at, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh.
Turning it on. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They're working that left side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They're going to test the right side with this one. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Working the middle, it's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hooks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. The sure hands, it's Moore. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go, ready. Go.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he wants it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Fires to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's eyes.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
There he goes, breaking the pocket. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the RPO, complete. Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Calandria. He lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, with players like that getting after him.
Moore. He's got him. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Caught behind the line. It's Ives. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, just plowing ahead. Just keeps moving. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Huskers will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting.
Field goal unit is not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Trainers are out to see if he is going to be able to continue. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
With the catch, it's Moore. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. The RPO, it's complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Throwing more. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Calandria. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Huskers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. The team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Dante Moore. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes a catch at the 15. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made...
Got a little room. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.